we're beginning.
The game has started, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Here we go. It's one hell of a showdown, the ultimate showdown, if you will. Roy has now once again joined us for some hot commentary action here on Revenge of the Capricorn. Are you ready for this, Roy? Are you ready?
Absolutely. Sorry, chat just kind of being a bit weird there, but nonetheless, here we go. It's the match we have been waiting for, and we saw a couple of these instances of this match in the qualifiers last Sunday, almost a week ago, and they were some pretty good matches. I believe both ended up 2-1 there, but either way, Team USA looking to kind of redeem themselves and confirm themselves as really that top seed here on an A, as Dark USA did take a game or two from them, and even a whole set. Steel going to be pressured here pretty hard against Toker, as well as Mark rotating in, but he is going to get matched now by Beyond coming in for it. However, it's going to be a little bit late, and Steel will be forced into the Elixir S. Toker, though, immediately leaving, as we do see the node control potentially going the way of Mark, but mid will go the way of Dark USA, as so you see the dock confirmed here for Team USA, but mid is not a sure thing yet, and there's going to be a bit of a fight going on now.
And here we have the first team fight here. Both of these teams incredibly experienced in that situation. Zeromus already in the Lich, but the Reflect is good for moves and actually countered by the Lich from Nos there, trying to get some counter pressure there for the Firebrand. Moves in a lot of trouble, though. It's going to have to pop Renewed Focus very, very soon, I think. Oh, no, actually gets interrupted. That's going to be a dead Firebrand, I think. He's in a lot of trouble. Chain CC comes through, and that is going to be the first kill of the fight. Moves eliminated there. There is no revival potential there for Dark USA. Team USA getting a decisive kill there, and they should be able to win the team fight, and it's going to force Dark USA to disengage from that.
Absolutely, and we do see a little bit of a variant here for the Holosmith builds. Instead of going for that sort of demo side noter, they do have the Berserker Amulet, which means they will have a little bit of team damage, but it's not that grenade spam that we've seen coming out there from Floody and Zan over on EU, so there's a bit of a difference in terms of the builds there with Helio on Peskragon. Don't really know where that name's coming from, but you know, he's young. We have to let him sort of have his thing. And over on the side of Steel there for Dark USA. So we will see the map go on the way of Team USA, and another kill going to be picked up on Grimjack. He'll be back at the game in a couple of seconds. Mark a little bit pressured as the rotation is coming in now from Dark USA, looking for a kill there, but the kill is coming out from Naru. Really nice shield knock there as Toker is going to bring some pressure back over to the node, so Steel can't continue to fight. We will see the first bell coming up in about 50 seconds, and this will be important. Even if it is only 25 points, we'll sort of determine who's going to have more impact, I'd say, who's going to have more control on the map, and we do see Steel just able to hold down this decap. The fight now bringing his way back to the node as Nas is going to be eliminated here now. Moves a little bit low, might not be far behind Nas, and that's going to be another kill picked up there by Team USA. Looking very good, looking very hot right now in these fights.
Indeed they are. Now, Beyond has been able to neutralize the map a little bit, and Grimjack maybe to look over towards the dock to at least maybe draw some of USA over in that direction. But Dark USA has yet to score a single kill, and these fights, it is looking incredibly strong for Team USA so far in all these matchups. And with the bell, I mean, that's where these teams really come to extra fruition, because that staggered point gain is going to be the target for both of these teams. They want to secure that already. We see Team USA contesting that. Dark USA bringing in the Holosmith and the Thief to contend with that, but the Firebrand, the Necromancer are already there with the Rev for Team USA. So rotationally speaking, Team USA very far ahead on this, and they might just get the bell for free there. I don't think that can be contested. No, it isn't. That is going to be 25 points already locked down for USA, and Dark USA is going to have to completely disengage that and try and find some value elsewhere on the map, which they are able to do, in fact. We do see Steel should be able to cap the arch, where Nos going over this plus should be able to get rid of Helio, at least temporarily.
Absolutely. And right now we do see overall the map has been swinging the way of Team USA, but I think partially that is just going to be mostly because they're able to get the kills mostly locked down in a lot of these fights. And we see Toker now in a bit of a better position, and I think this does sort of come down to the Thief as well. Toker does, although we see him going down here to Beyond, overextending just a little bit. Nice kill picked up here by Dark USA. If they're going to be able to confirm that, and they almost certainly should. The Lich coming out here now from Nas. Helio is in the Elixir S trying to get the res, but it's just not going to be enough. Beyond a little bit low, and that does need to be careful. Grimjack as well, but no, that is going to be the kill confirmed to the Thief. And a bit of a long cleave there for a Thief, to be honest. Zeroma's actually now going to answer with his own Lich. Grimjack is in a lot of danger, but Helio is probably going to go down first. Moves in the RF. He's going to be safe for now from the Lich's auto attacks, and Beyond. Dagger Storm on top of Helio is now going to be in downstate, cleaving him out. Zeromas with full shroud, but I don't think he can really do much here except look, as Naru is now going to be the target here from Dark USA as they start to lock him down. Toker will be back into the map, but he's not going to go for the peel on his teammates. Grimjack's still pretty low. They haven't confirmed the kill yet on the Firebrand, but there it is. Naru will be going down, and there's still some life for Dark USA.
Yeah, and the Thief chasing down Zeromus. He's in a bit of trouble. He does have Shroud, but still there will be 3 players on him for the meantime. And yeah, he's going to be kiting away that nice Spectral, but Naru's still bleeding out. That's going to mean he doesn't really have any opportunity for pills. He is doing a good job of kiting there right now. And we do still see the Holosmith from Steel probably won't be able to have the easiest time going for that decap. Actually, with potential res going on to Naru there, coming out there. But no, actually, no, it's going to get punished by it. Zeromus ends up getting caught there too. And see, that's a bit of a stagger there coming up from Dark USA, and that's exactly what they need to get back into this mix. Now, we do actually see the decap coming up from Steel there. Really nice decap in this 1v1, but he is certainly very, very highly pressured in this 1v1. Condition Revenant is a terrifying thing to go up against. But Dark USA starting to come back into this. There it is. And we see that Dark USA might even have a temporary advantage on the map for a brief moment there, particularly with Zeromus still being bled out.
Particularly with the bell coming up in 30 seconds, if they can find another kill here with the map advantage in terms of numbers while Zeromus is still respawning, then they will be setting themselves up to get the second bell. And while it's still only 25 points for them, the main thing is to take that 50-point bell away from Team USA will be very impactful. We do see the dock here now going to be confirmed for Dark USA, but they are playing the map just a little bit safer, although Toker getting over to mid for free is going to be certainly not ideal. However, Moobs will be setting himself up there to get the bell capped up. But we'll see the Bazaar now confirmed here for Dark USA, still even in terms of nodes on the map with about a 50-point lead for Team USA at the moment as they begin to be aggressed on over here at the dock. Not going to be confirmed, though. I think they will probably turn their attention to the bell. And unfortunately, they could not find a kill while Zeromus was down. Steel waiting around the Bazaar, worried about Toker going for the decap here. But Team USA not going to be taking the same sort of precaution. They will be pushing straight into the bell with all 5 players. And Dark USA need to answer this. They've got to be careful. Otherwise, they're about to give a 50-point bell away. And even more importantly, Moobs, who might be going down state. He does have RF available. That's going to be used up now. He doesn't have any really defenses here. He's going to have to run for his life as Toker, as Helio are going to be going on him very aggressively. Nos there for the peels. Steal a little bit low over to the bell. He actually might go down. His Elixir S just barely keeping him alive. But Moobs is going to be stuck in a corner without the teammates from his help. And they're going to take him out. It's going to be the kill almost certainly confirmed by Team USA.
Yeah, and Grim going for the res there, but he's not going to be able to get it, and that means that Mark should be able to free cap the bell, and yes, it's exactly what he does, and with 2 bells on the board, that lead is starting to look terrifying, and that third bell, when that comes back in 2 minutes' time, oof, that's going to be 75 points if Team USA is able to grab that. Grimjack running for his life, getting liched to death very, very quickly. He might actually be able to wriggle away. He's doing a good job, but no! Mark catches up with him and eliminates him. You know, Dark USA do actually have the map a little bit now, but Toker is remedying that immediately. Moving around Beyond is going to try and take that 1v1, but I think the decap is a little bit inevitable. Yes, it is, especially with, of course, Team USA now able to roam around the map a little bit. It's going to be a Firebrand 1v1, but with Grim bleeding out and the Necromancer plussing into that, things are looking not really that great. Dare I say grim for Dark USA.
Grim indeed. And you know, the main thing there was that Dark USA just didn't do anything with the advantage they had. Zeromus was still in respawn and they didn't really pressure anything. They had 2 nodes, but then they allowed Tucker to get a decap for free. They didn't look for kills. They were way too worried about the Bazaar getting decapped, and they didn't find any kills over at the dock either, which is where they were placing most of their players. And then they just went to the bell, but they weren't able to cap it because they eventually lost that fight. And Team USA just out-rotating a little bit more, and I think they're also taking much more advantage of their kills. Every single time we've seen Team USA get a kill, we will see them also get something from that. Either they get map control, they get the bell, they're able to chain it into another kill and then start to stagger Dark USA and just hold onto the map in a much better state for them for a little while, but we haven't seen the same thing from Dark USA as much. And right now, it does look like Team USA are going to be able to take this about 120, 130 points lead. We'll see the Elixir R potentially going on to moves there, but there's no way that's going to result in a res. The rest of Dark USA going to be scattered to the winds and almost certainly looking like a win for Team USA here.
I think the team fight from Team USA looking very clean today. I think just right off the bat, it's looking very good. They're staying together, they're getting kills, they're focusing it down, and they're guaranteeing it. Dark USA, maybe not so much. I think not quite where it has been. I think we've seen a better performance out of these guys, and hopefully they'll be able to bring that back up there. But they just seem to get fragmented out. They are struggling to find a kill, struggling to find a target that they all want to go for there as well. Whereas I think Team USA working together more as a cohesive unit in some of these engagements.
Absolutely. Zeromus pretty pressured out here. He might even go down Nos with the Lich, but he's going to be a little bit hard-pressed to catch up to Zeromus, and now this bell going to be very, very important. Team USA gets it. That's more or less the game confirmed. Obviously not going to be giving them the win 100%, but honestly, Dark USA fighting more to just deny the 75 points here from Team USA than to get the 25 points for themselves. Mark, though, actually getting deleted here on the note. I'm not really sure what happened there, but he went down very quickly. Helio will be able to get that Elixir R res there, and it's going to be right back up in the game, but Mark going down, maybe a little bit shook there for Team USA.
Indeed, it was a big burst, but as you said, the Elixir immediately brings him back up, and Team USA is certainly still fighting, and once again, they're looking to find a kill on Moobs here. Moobs under a lot of pressure and a lot of danger, and with Beyond also dead on the map, this is difficult. I mean, even this Bell is going to take a very, very long time, I think. Beyond actually going for the self-res, and he can definitely get that. He'll even be able to teleport onto the node to start capping it. Actually, oh, Toka is able to react to that. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Oh, nearly gets it. He was about 3 or 4 ticks away from getting that revival. Well played there by Toka to get the mix. Zeromus is low health, but he does lich up to try and relieve some of the pressure on himself. Then hops into Death Shroud immediately, but this is just too little too late. Dark USA is not going to be able to push this fight in time. Good pour out of there with the worm from Zeromus, and this should be pretty much just about it. Team USA is going to be taking this first game. The only question is, are they going to be able to get the Bell? And I actually think the answer is yes to that question. That will just flat end the game. When Grim falls, that is going to be the end. There it is. We're going to see the cap come through when he goes into the downside there, with Nos also getting cleaned up. Beyond has no hope of making it there, and that is going to be game number 1 for Team USA.
Absolutely, and that is going to be a very, very convincing first game here from Team USA. Not 100%, I would say, one-sided. There were a couple of moments there for Dark USA that looked pretty good, but overall, definitely a good game there from Team USA, and they definitely have, I'd say, cleaned things up a little bit coming into this team of Dark USA since the last time we saw them fight. Absolutely, and before this game really gets underway, the last thing I will say is that I think the biggest thing here that Dark USA really needs to fix is mostly just getting these team fights, and when they do get kills again, just finding some impact on the rest of the game here for it off of those kills. They can't just get a kill and say, great, that's it. They have to actually get some value out of those kills, as Team USA has shown they are able to do so. But right now, it looks like we're going to see more of an aggressive sort of start here from Team USA, sending both Helio as well as Toker over to now plus into Grimjack, who's going to be alone left on the node there. Beyond immediately going to start making his way over there with all the mobility Thief can offer, and he will get there in time to stop Grimjack from really falling behind in this. And this might actually be a beneficial 2v2 at this point for Dark USA, but either way, points on the board for Team USA, still going to be a big fat 0 for Dark USA.
Now going to be up to get the keep, though. I think there it is. We do see that, and Grim is now going to engage in that 1v1 into the Hollowsmith from Team USA. But I think, once again, the real star of the show is going to be these team fights. Is Dark USA going to be able to pull it off? Let's find out. And Beyond coming in, actually gets a juicy backstab there onto Nero, forcing the Lich out of Zeromus immediately. That is a potential good start there in terms of cooldowns here for Dark USA. Moves, though, is also very, very pressured in the same way that we've seen Naru suffer the same fate. And actually, he's going to be forced into renewed focus already. These firebrands are just the prey of the predators that are the DPS players from both of these teams.
Actually, Moob's getting a little bit isolated. Toker having a lot of trouble staying alive, though. He's going to be very, very low, and it's going to be a little bit before we see him really go too aggressive. Mark got aggressed on very early as well by Dark USA, but they're just having some trouble connecting that damage, and I think they're also having some trouble deciding which target they really want to go on. Now, Naru is going to have used his RF, but Moob's still going to be locked down here by Toker and Mark, and he's probably going to fall now on the node. He does go down. Nas trying to peel for him a little bit. Steel will throw the Elixir R down, but Steel's actually going to go down himself, and that's going to be, should be a res. But from Nas, but a great knock from Mark, just a little bit too late. However, that is going to be the kill confirmed on Moobs, unfortunately for Dark USA, and Nas probably not going to be able to stay alive for very long, and the best he can do is die on node as Team USA take the first team fight very decisively.
Yeah, and it just seems that, once again, it's Dark USA not quite able to get a kill. Like we saw them not really able to pressure. Probably the target would be Naru, the firebrand on Team USA, as we see the reverse happening to Moves, but we're not seeing enough pressure. Naru's able to just stay out of those engagements, right, and not push in too deep when he doesn't have to. Meanwhile, the Thief, the Necromancer, and to be honest, also the Revenant is very, very hard on Moves the entire game, giving him a massive amount of trouble in not only surviving, but also in supporting his team.
Absolutely. And the other thing, too, I think that's a little bit unfortunate there for Dark USA is that they were just unable to really get many points on the board for such a long time because the Hens were still contested so very long by Helio into Grimjack, and there just wasn't a way for Grimjack to really force that node. And, you know, eventually maybe we would have seen him win the 1v1. I do think probably the Condi Revenant should probably win that 1v1 into the Berserker Amulet Hollowsmith, but overall, you know, it just doesn't really have the chance because obviously the rotation coming out from Team USA is going to be there. However, Helio going to be going pretty low, doesn't have his Elixir S for a while. They could find a kill maybe onto this, but we do see Toker going in, doing a huge amount of damage to Grimjack. The Glen Heal is going to be available, though. We will see the Elixir R drop from Helio, but the Stomp comes out just a little bit sooner. Naru now going to be fighting for his life, but that's not going to be a very long life as he's going to fall right after. And finally, Dark USA are going to find some life back into this game.
That's
fantastic.
fantastic.
Kills picked up, and they're going to push in a mid.
They're going to go for that push, as you say, and Zeromus is still a little bit exposed. He does have a bit of distance there between him and the team, but that Thief closes it immediately. Steel, though, oh, he is going to get eliminated there. Toka coming in there and annihilating him in addition to that 1v1 there. It maybe wasn't the best 1v1 in the universe for, of course, on that Berserker. He is very, very squishy, and actually Beyond gets caught too, so a bit of a decisive victory, but it gets turned on its head. Yeah, the res is nice indeed, and Grim going for the Beast, but ends up getting decapped for it. The Call of the Beast is a little bit too strong sometimes, and 25 points is nice from extra stats, but I don't, Grim is going to have maybe not the best time. It's going to take him a while to re-obtain that node. But, with the respawn coming through the Steel, they should be able to at least muscle that quickly. And Dark USA maintaining possession of the keep, but they are going to get forced away, and Zeromus should be able to get that decap. There it is. They should be able to remove that. There it is. And now Naru moving into position in addition to Mark and Toka. They're looking to push that fight pretty hard. Beyond now looking to plus here. So Dark USA's got to be careful on mid. They're going to be outnumbered right now. We're going to see Toka dealing massive damage in that team fight. Looking to hunt down that Firebrand. But Grim is looking pretty good in that 1v1, that's for sure so far. Looks like Zeromus going to be the target here for Dark USA. They want to get that kill, but maybe not the best target in the universe. They would have port away quite effectively with that Necromancer mobility and has a full set of Shroud too. Now Mark also getting heavily pressured, and also Naru too needed to disengage there, but they do get a pretty slick move there. Now Naru is a little bit pressured. Actually a great Fear Wall there is going to kind of lock him in a little bit into the renewed focus, so cooldowns are being used on both sides, but Dark USA actually coming out a little bit ahead in that exchange, I think, kind of forcing Team USA to back off at least temporarily.
Yeah, and I think really, again, we're just seeing this inability for Dark USA to get points. Constantly they're shutting down any gain from Henge. We always see Helio and Toker getting over here whenever they're freed up on the rest of the map, and we just don't really see as much of an answer. Beyond will be coming in eventually, but it's going to be a little bit late, and they've already gotten quite a few cooldowns out of Grimjack. It's going to be a little bit harder for them to fight into this, but we do see Toker potentially leaving here, as Beyond is going to be staying around, maybe looking for a little bit more pressure on Helio. But again, just in general, Mine not really touched at all. We saw Steel go over there once, but he was quickly taken out as Toker went in for a plus, and he was losing that 1v1 into Zeromus anyways, and they're going to see Hen just completely shut down here from Dark USA. So middle node, really the only place they've gotten points besides that one beast that Grimjack took. But if they can't consistently win these team fights, and so far it hasn't been that case, it's not going to be enough to just take one node.
If they want to get back into this, they are going to need to. And I think Grim is actually okay in that 1v1. I think he'll be able to eventually grab that node versus Helio. So it really does come down to this team fight. But the issue with that is that the conditioned Revenant of Mark is going to be present in this fight, whereas Grimjack is going to be locked in that 1v1. So Team USA is probably feeling pretty good about this engagement here. So that's a decent trade for them, even if they do end up losing the node. Beyond should be able to snag that decap there on the mine. And Dark USA maybe looking to not quite commit there and maybe play sides a little bit here and let Team USA kind of control mid for at least a few stages in this game.
Absolutely. We do see finally Mine decapped here, and we actually see the rotation coming out now onto Henge, but Team USA going very aggressively now over towards Mine. It'll be Beyond and Steel against Aromas, Mark, and Naru just trailing a little bit behind. Beyond will actually bring his way over now towards mid. This is actually a really nice rotation from Beyond. I like this. It does mean that Steel is going to have to be very careful. Doesn't want to get taken out, obviously, but if he can get some pressure onto Toker now, at the moment, who is 1v1 against moves before Naru can get back into this, and might be able to get a decap over here in mid, and that would put them in a good position. However, of course, Mine still probably going to go back into control here for Team USA very quickly, and there we go. That's going to be the double cap, about 100 points difference. Not a ton of points on the board for for Team USA, but it is going to be more than enough, obviously, to win this game with double the caps and double the points at the moment of Dark.
And Dark are able to equalize the stages a little bit, but at the end of the day, they cannot just kind of dance around each other. There is going to be a fight coming through very, very soon. And Moob's already in an incredibly bad spot. He's very, very low. He's in renewed focus, but I don't think that's really going to be good enough. He's going to get eliminated immediately after that. There is the Resurrector, and they should be able to get Moobs. They do get him, but he is, look at all these conditions. There is no way he's staying up for very long. And no, he is not Moobs. Devastated, obliterated, annihilated all those minions about him there as well. And that's going to be another pretty nice, decisive win there. Grim also in a little bit of trouble too, into the horse and taking some pretty heavy damage there. Toka lurking around, looking to maybe try and finish him off, and Nos going to have to back off as best as he can, but he's getting chased down by two of Team USA, and that should be another kill. Yes, it is, and this is looking pretty dominating here from Team USA, Roy. This is not looking good at all for Dark.
No, it's not, and of course, since Team USA did win the first game, this means that if Dark USA do lose this game on Forest, they'll be going down to fight Skill Cap here in the lower bracket, and they might be confident in Skill Cap, but Skill Cap did look pretty good earlier into EQ, and they got to be careful, because if they lose those games, that's it, they're done. So it's certainly not a done deal course, this game isn't really a done deal either. It is certainly possible for Dark USA to come back into it, but it is going to be very, very difficult. And it looks like we might even see this beast coming out. Toker probably will go for the finish there, and yeah, Helio is going to be able to help him as well for the kill there. So that'll be an additional 25 points, putting them about 180 above Dark USA now. And we actually see Mind, again, kind of aggressed on here by Dark USA, but Henge is now completely locked down here for Team USA. They've sort of reversed the side of the map that they want to go on, and Mark is still going to be able to hold down the mine, or at least troll it, and just steal and Nos for a while. So right now, Team USA just controlling very, very well in these games. Moob's probably going to be taken out in Rhodes, actually, and that's basically a free kill given away here to Team USA. Beyond not going to be able to peel for him, even with Toker a little bit low. Grimjack probably not going to be able to do too much in this fight either. And so far, Team USA looking very, very good.
Indeed they are. 200 points up, and with no real sign of that changing. Moves getting eliminated yet again, and Beyond following suit. Dark USA have definitely been taken for a bit of a ride here. Team USA looking incredibly strong and just shutting down everything. Like, to be honest, this doesn't look close, Roy. This really isn't close at all. Team USA in complete control for the entire match, and this is what happens when you hype up a game. You get punished, Roy. We've been punished very hard. Unlucky.
Absolutely. And again, I think we saw a little bit of a kind of a shock there for Team USA last weekend on Saturday Sunday when Dark USA was able to take them out and win a set into them, and obviously send them down to the lower bracket. But Team USA did answer that by beating them out there in that final set. And also, I think, winning here, they, and we actually have the game end confirmed here from Dark USA as well, yeah.
And there's the GG.
I mean, they just look very, very clean here right now. And we will have Dark USA up against Skill Cap now.
That's correct, yep.